Segment is sponsored by Legacy Retirement Group.
Okay, think back about when you first started sending text messages. You basically had to learn a whole new language, correct? BTW, BRB. Well, when you retire, there are even more abbreviations you'll have to learn. Back with us, it's been a little bit. It's good to see Greg and Kristen Taylor from Legacy Retirement Group here today to talk about really important things like, first of all, what is your favorite vegetable?
Well, Brussels sprouts for me. Yeah, I love them.
Team Brussels.
You know, I was a kid that would lean down and try to, fool my mom by tucking the vegetables under the edge of my plate because I hated them as a kid, but I love green beans.
Soggy, though. He likes them soggy.
Soggy.
City barbecues, green beans.
Oh, the wet ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Change your life.
You know what? I would have guessed that, Greg. We're going to shift gears here a little bit, and a lot of people are talking about the stock market right now. It has been doing some deviations, some pretty big ones, and people are taking notice.
It's volatile.
Is it bear market time? What's going on?
Well, it's not bear market time, but May closed out as the low for the year, right? And so you see these fluctuations happen, and then you wonder what that means for you with retirement, right?
Right.
Retirement marks a fundamental shift in your financial life, if you will. And so it's time to really take a closer look when you see these changes happening.
I think what's going on right now between the United States and China with the tariffs, and there's a couple different thoughts in the background of that. One is national security and intellectual properties that need to be protected, things like that. And so we're almost at a stalemate with that, and that really makes the markets nervous right now. It does something else. It's really kind of challenging our economy.
Right.
And economy that's been doing really well for a couple of years. So that's got the markets really, really nervous. And if that doesn't really slow down and kind of come to a head and get resolved, then we may see a recession maybe early next year.
A lot of people get very nervous when they are especially heavily invested in a 401k.
Yes.
And their monies are probably playing the stock market often. So what do you tell people at this point?
Actually, that's a good point you bring up. There's something that a lot of people are able to do. They're able to pull a portion of their 401k out. If they're nearing retirement, say you're within 2 to 3 years from retirement or even a year out from retirement, and you want to pull some of those gains out and shift them over into a more heavily managed portfolio, you're able to do that in a lot of cases. So that's one thing you can do. Some people are stuck in their 401k and can't pull out until they retire. So there are some options there possibly. But another thing is any other assets you have outside of your 401k. So many people have worked other positions throughout their working years and have old IRAs that they can get into a more managed account, or old 401k that they're no longer with that company. They're able to move that and get that managed as well.
So there are tools.
There are, and as Kristen was alluding to, you need to be age 59 and a half typically to be able to do that, but a lot of companies will allow you to do it. But a lot of people, Sean, need to understand their risk budget. And there's your investment objective, what you're trying to achieve with your investments. There's your tolerance for risk, and then there's your time horizon, and all that really equals out to your capacity for risk or your appetite for risk. And a lot of people right now are all in the stock market. They're all invested in the stock market, and so their risk budget is blown away right now. They don't even realize it.
Well, we have something to give away. We have to get to it quickly. I'm sorry, but what are you offering today?
Well, we want to give people the ability to x-ray their portfolio, take a look underneath and see what their risk is right now and what their returns are, and just help them understand exactly where they stand and if they can use some help.
There you have it, right? 5 callers, you will be the lucky ones, and the phone number is on your screen. You guys, good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Yes, finally back in the thick of it. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.